What's happening, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. It is Thursday, October 8th, 2020. This morning, we're going to talk about family first, putting family first and the importance of that and the rest of the areas of your life. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life. And then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, guys. Good morning to you. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I was a little bit late this morning, running a little bit behind trying to get into the office, and then things didn't go my way in traffic. So sorry for the delay here getting started. This will be a short one this morning, but I think it's an important one. So I wanted to do the topic of artificial division. I did not get home early last night from Michigan, so I wanted to take the time. I think that topic is really important. And so I wanted to take the time to properly prepare for that one before I deliver it to you guys. So that one's probably going to be tomorrow. But I wanted to talk this morning about family first. This is another one that I had on the list. And, I think this is one that, especially this time of year as we're getting into the holidays and things get a little crazy and, everything gets a little bit busier personally for people. We're running around everywhere and we got a lot of things to do and a lot of people to please and just a lot of priorities to balance, right? And, making sure that we keep family first at all times is a really critical thing. And I've been reminded by this about this a few times here in the past few weeks, just with regard to, people having things going on outside of work, for example, that impact them inside of work. And so, we always, make it a rule inside of our company that family comes first, and I think that's really important because I think that the only way that you can give 100% in, any other aspect of your life is to make sure that things at home, things personally are good first. When you've got a lot going on or you create chaos in your personal life, that always spills over into your professional life. And it's one thing that, I always advise, business owners that I coach or, people that I'm talking with, when they're having some trouble with an employee, for example, I always encourage them to, just kind of talk to them about what's going on in their life. There's usually something else going on that, if they can, kind of hear that out or maybe understand what's going on, it makes a lot more sense as to why something is happening inside of your business, when you know what's going on outside of business. And it's a really important thing for us to, as leaders to be dialed into, is to make sure that we understand, both personally and professionally. So, the old quote is they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think this, kind of goes in line with this topic. So I want to say good morning to some people real quick here. Mike Rosgoni, good morning. Jonathan, my wife is on here. Good morning, babe. Dayton, good morning to you. Carla, good morning. Jared, Tammy, good morning to you as always. Chris Filippelli, my man. Jeff Johnson, what's up, brother? Give me a call today if you got some time, man. Dina, good morning to you. Christina, good morning. Good morning, everybody, and thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yesterday was a long day. I left super early in the morning, drove to Michigan, visited a couple sites that we've got stuff going on at, and then drove back from Michigan. So probably about 11 hours of driving. My man, Will James. So that is the guy. So many people, man, have asked me about the sweatshirts and T-shirts that I've been wearing. So it says, "Be the change." And that is the guy that created that brand. So the brand is Team Humanity. Will, if you could drop the link to your shop in the comments, that would be awesome, man. So that everybody could be able to access that and get to the shop and buy some gear so that they can inspire others to be the change as well. So on the topic of family, just of constantly be evaluating yourself, because I think that, a lot of times we don't understand, why things aren't going the way that we want them to go in certain aspects of our lives. And we don't take the time to actually like evaluate what it is that we've got going on and how we can kind of balance first things first. I always equate this when I'm having conversations with people about the importance of this is it's like building a house without a solid foundation. You can be a high flyer professionally and you can do really well. But if you don't have things right in your personal life, with your family, with your kids, with your wife or husband, it is just super important for you to make first things first. And so, for me, in my world, that is, God, family, and everything else after. And, when I just said this to my wife the other day, I'm like, man, when things are just like really good at home, like everybody's happy, everybody's having a good time. There's really no challenges, man. It's so amazing, like how it feels in the rest of your life, like when everything's just good, like everything's just kind of rolling along. You got some rhythm at home, you got some rhythm at work. And I think everybody's probably experienced that, hopefully a lot in your life. I certainly have. And, I think it's important to note that and remind yourself that, when you have challenges going on, make sure you're not just evaluating that challenge that's in front of you, but make sure that you revisit that foundation every time. Because if you revisit that foundation, man, the foundation heals up, right? God heals up, family heals up. Everything else is just details, right? All the rest of the stuff that we do are just details. And so I want you guys to think about that as you go into this day today. It is hopefully a beautiful Thursday where you are, man. It's a brisk morning here in Pittsburgh, but I love fall, man. I love this season. I love the changing of the seasons. I know a lot of people look at fall as a warning sign for winter, and that doesn't excite them very much. My wife is one of those people. But for me, I just love this season. I just love the feeling of it, just kind of the change that goes on during this time, and leads us to a wonderful time of year where family really gets highlighted in a big way, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, maybe you're in a spot where your family situation's been challenging. Maybe the people around you, maybe something's not right. Maybe it's out of alignment. And this is also a great time of year to kind of jump in and address those things. Maybe it's time for some forgiveness, or maybe it's time for some conversations that can lead to that forgiveness. But, family first is the message this morning. And I can't tell you how important it is. I see a lot of people that end up with challenging situations professionally or challenging situations in other aspects of their lives, but they all really start, at that foundation, at the family foundation piece. So I encourage you guys to think about that today and this week. And as you go into this weekend, think about it and just, try to get that alignment where things at home are in alignment. Everything's kind of got a rhythm to it. Everything's good. And when you walk out of your house, man, all you can think about is how grateful you are for the life that you have, and for the children and spouse and whatever it is for you, the pets, everything about your family, that nucleus at home is so, so important, right? So make sure that you are prioritizing that and that you are putting family first, and the rest, I promise you, will get better automatically, because when that is right, you are better. And when you are better, everything else just kind of falls into place. So I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. Wishing you an amazing day. And I will see you again tomorrow morning. And again, tomorrow morning, we're going to talk about artificial division. What does that mean? Those two words, man, stuck out to me yesterday. I was listening to some podcasts on my way to Michigan, and those two words stuck out to me like, wow, man, what a statement, because I think there's a lot going on in our country right now. And I think that we all, as citizens and as human beings, we need to understand all of that. We need to be able to see that from every perspective so that we can live the healthiest existence, and we can eliminate that division. If there is something there that we can understand better and it helps us come together, man, we definitely need to spend some time talking about that. So we're going to do that tomorrow morning. And by the way, if Will James is still on here, I think you guys should all send him a message. I've been trying to get him on this show, and he's been avoiding me, man. he's been avoiding me like he used to avoid the defenders back in high school football. So he's going to get on this show, whether he likes it or not. So I think you guys should send him a message. Also buy his clothing. It is for a great cause. It's a great clothing line. It has a great message. And I look forward to seeing you on here, Will, very soon. And thank you guys for being here this morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.